When researching for this project, we analyzed the difference between leaders and managers. Both of our subjects, Mark Cuban and Huda Katan, are managers, but have gone above and beyond that role and become leaders. They do more than simply delegating tasks. The characteristics of both of these leaders guide, motivate, and inspire their employees. In order to establish the difference between leaders and managers, we made a list of the traits of managers versus leaders and the overlap between the two. Managers, we learned, are solely responsible for giving routine performance reviews and other forms of feedback, delegating tasks to employees, helping resolve interpersonal conflict when it's relevant to the workplace, and planning and communicating about deadlines and team meetings. Leaders, on the other hand, are people who motivate and communicate well with employees, as well as external parties, focus on the why of individual tasks, as well as larger initiatives, and people who inspire employees to do more than is expected of them. Employees under proper leadership feel heard, seen, and respected, as well as understood. The only overlap between managers and leaders is that they oversee a group of people and need to get their team to accomplish a series of tasks in a timely manner. Mark Cuban is a leader who leads by example. Cuban was one of the faces of ABC's reality program called Shark Tank since season 2 began in 2011. He has been a mentor to budding entrepreneurs and helped them to make smart decisions when starting out with their businesses. He also takes risks in business. As of 2015, he has invested in 85 deals between a combined total of 111 Shark Tank episodes. The investments totaled a whopping $19.9 million, and this is in addition to Cuban's other business ventures. Furthermore, Cuban is flexible. He's been able to transition through various industries such as sports, technology, media, entertainment, etc. He has found success across fields as his skills in leadership and problem solving are universal. In 2011, he won the National Basketball Association's championship as the owner of the Dallas Mavericks. Lastly, Cuban takes a hands-on approach. This approach enables him to make informed decisions and earn the respect and loyalty of his team. His active involvement is particularly evident in his management of his sports team, the Dallas Mavericks, where he frequently interacts with the players, the fans, as well as all of the coaches on the team. His presence there boosts team morale and reinforces his commitment to the organization's success. Huda Katan also sets herself apart from other business owners, as she is in a league of her own. Katan launched her company, Huda Beauty, with her two sisters in 2013. This is because she noticed that there was a gap in the beauty market and she wanted to fill it. Since her products were created to fulfill her own desires of what she wanted to see in the beauty aisles, her brand is very personal to her. As a result, she speaks to her audience or clientele and encourages the idea of personal branding when creating your own business. She demonstrates to other people how they can identify a need and create a brand that is personal to them, and how their passion for that cause can shine through and, because of that, draw attention to the brand. Additionally, she encourages positive self talk in order to build self esteem. This tactic improves the morale of her employees, builds trust, as well as improves their performance by inspiring them to believe that they can do better. Customers responded well to this too, as they began to associate her makeup products with feeling confident in one's skin and are more likely to buy products that make them feel good. Her Instagram account has amassed millions of followers, and it's a way for Katan to connect with her customers directly and for them to feel like their needs are being met. Her social media is an essential part of her brand as it is an extension of Katan herself. This form of outreach is a critical part of personal branding as Katan's personality comes through on Instagram as well. All of these elements combined lead to her feeling more relatable. Since customers feel that Katan is real and her company is more human than other beauty brands, they'll be more likely to choose Huda Beauty. In her press releases and interviews, she speaks very confidently about both herself and the brand and has specific things she can attribute her success to, which allows her fans to feel as though that success is attainable for them too.
So next up is control, or how these two business people maintain their agency in the environment that they're in and their agency over their business and the industry that they're in. So firstly, for Mark Cuban, he has mastered timing. He knows when to leave and he knows not to overstay his welcome and let things go downhill. This is first seen in his sale of broadcast.com that he sold on April 1st, 1999, right before the year 2000, where the dot-com bubble burst. He sold at the perfect opportunity because he knows not to become attached to his endeavors. Another good example of that is Shark Tank, which has been around for years, and he is scheduled to leave in 2025 after 16 seasons, and this is during peak ratings, the best ratings they've ever had before. So he is most definitely ending these things on a high note. Next, he sold the Dallas Mavericks in 2023, but this was more so he could spend more time with his kids. However, the point still stands. He's maintaining control over his personal life as well by making these decisions to cut ties with these different things. Next, we have Catan, and she uses control in a slightly different way. Specifically, she controls what she says and her public image. Her brand identity is definitely based around rebelliousness, and her political views is seen as somewhat countercultural, and that is one means of controlling her audience. Additionally, she halved her product line in order to better control her company because she thought she was becoming detached from it, and she thought that simplifying it will make things better and allow her to control things like quality and organization and other things like that. Now, finally, it come they both control their public image very carefully. Cuban owned the Dallas Mavericks, an American football team, strongly appeals to the average American. That was definitely a conscious choice. Uh, Shark Tank, he's known for his benevolence. He's very kind, and he gives offers to those who are also kind. So almost like charity work in some points. And of course, costplusdrugs.com. It's a website to help sell prescription drugs at very low prices, so they're affordable. And additionally, he controls his stay in the spotlight by things like saying he was considering running for president or other things to keep him in the public eye. Catan is somewhat similar. She has built up a large following on social media, and she controls this through her YouTube, and she controls her public her public image by appearing approachable and appearing relatable by posting YouTube videos about makeup and other things like that.